Hey guys, Todd Mobile back again. Welcome to day 34 in the life of the Galaxy S23. Today I'm going to talk about whether or not you need a case or not for your Galaxy S23. And then I'll jump into day 34 in the life with this phone. In terms of using a case or not, it's up to you and your personal preference. For me personally, I never use cases on any of my phones. The reason for that is I like to use the phone the way that it was designed and meant to be used. Because these phones are super expensive, there's a lot of work and detail that go into it in terms of the aesthetics or the planning. I like the way these phones feel in the hand, and every time I pick up a phone, just like the Galaxy S23, it just feels very comfortable. It fits well in the hand. They got glass and metal touching each other. Very satisfying just to hold these phones the way that it is meant to be. And I feel like the moment you put a $10 case on it or a $40 case on it, I don't know, I feel like it takes away from the aesthetics of the phone. But on the other end, these phones are super expensive these days. If you're getting any of the flagship phone, it is $800 and above, so you don't want to drop it and shatter it either. Don't want to see any full-grown men crying out there. But Galaxy S23 does have Gorilla Glass Victus. Glass is stronger this year. It is still glass though at the end of the day. If you drop it hard enough or at a certain angle, it will still shatter, so just be mindful of that. But for me personally, I've used this phone for over 34 days. It has slipped out of my pockets here and there, but it just landed on my hardwood floor, maybe 3 feet from the ground as I'm sitting on my chair. Occasionally, if I'm at a certain angle, the phone might slide out. It hasn't hit concrete or anything like that, or else I might cry then. People may be thinking that I use so many different phones that I can afford to break a few, but that's not necessarily true. I'm on a leasing plan. I can change my phone in, and I pay roughly anywhere from $20-$30 a month depending on how much the phones cost. And whenever I'm finished with one phone, I just turn it in and then they give me the new phone and then start a new lease all over again. So if I were to shatter the glass on the S23, I probably need to pay $100 to $200 just to repair the screen. But that's the risk I'm willing to take. I've actually been doing this phone leasing plan for many years before I started my YouTube channel. Back then I was just using different phones for fun. I figured I might as well start a channel and talk about my experience with all my different phones. I know most people don't really switch phones every 30-60 days, but when I heard of the T-Mobile Jump On Demand plan where they let you do that every 30 days, I figured I'd jump onto it. And here we are, using my Galaxy S23 without a case. And it all depends on how careful you are with your phone as well. I personally almost never drop my phone, but if you are a person who's you're gonna drop your phone a lot, then definitely get a case there. But I just want to give you my background on why I personally don't really use phone cases. And since I'm switching phones so often, if I were to buy a case for every single phone, that's gonna get pricey really quick. And over time, the amount of money I'm paying for all those phone cases might be more than the cost that I need to pay to repair the phone if I were to break a screen. But with the S23 itself, although it has really strong glass in the front, it is prone to light scratches. I try to record it in the video, but it is super hard to see. I don't use screen protectors either for the same reasons. But if you look at the phone closely, there are little tiny scratches. If I'm using it on a day-to-day basis, I don't really notice it. But if I hold the phone up close and I stare at it while the screen is off, then I do notice little scratches here and there if I were to wipe my phone. So just be mindful of that if you want to protect your screen in the long run. I would recommend a screen protector. Get a screen protector that is well optimized for your fingerprint sensor as well, because not all of them are. And it adds another weird funky layer on top. Sometimes it may slow down the ultrasonic fingerprint sensor if you have a screen protector on top, so just be mindful of that. Other than that, this phone is compact, easy to handle enough that I'm not worried about it on a day-to-day basis. It's easy to take in and out of my pocket. I never worry about dropping it. So, very comfortable, small and powerful beast of a phone. So long story short, if you need a case or not, it's up to you. I personally don't use any cases. So let's jump into day 34, Saturday morning. Woke up at 6:32 a.m. in the morning. My phone is at 23%. Overnight, I did not charge my phone. So woke up and then The previous day, I got 15 and a half hours of battery life, just working, strolling around, close to a little bit over 3.5 hours of screen on time. So beginning my day, pretty low battery life. In the morning, we got some avocado, eggs, and chicken sandwich wrap thing. Picture taken on the Galaxy S23. Edges are still blurry. This is still the biggest downside of this phone. For some reason, the bigger lens just makes it hard for it to focus into everything all at once. Not a camera expert, pretty sure there are videos out there that can go into depth about that. Maybe I'll do a deep dive in it at some point. But if you do buy a Galaxy S23, just be aware that the close-up photos, it may look a little blurry and it's not always 100% focused. 8:46 a.m. phone is at 13%. Today's goal is to build a closet. Actually, this was last week's plan, but right when we were about to begin, we realized that the container store was missing a part, and it is one of the most important part in step one. So we had to wait, go pick up the part, and now we're resuming again. Sent a Snapchat to my friends, and it works just fine. Here's a video of me tackling this closet after we ripped everything down, starting off fresh, putting up the first bar. By 12:30 in the afternoon, phone is at 7%. We got the other bar up. Amazingly enough, this is the most important part of the closet. Just everything is held on by this single bar. And the most challenging part is just finding the studs in the wall, deciding to use the wall anchor or a wood screw. It's a lot harder than it looks, and the pre-drill holes that they have do not necessarily line up with the stud. So in a perfect world, you will be able to screw everything onto every single stud and it's never going to fall off. Unfortunately, not everything line up, so you do have to get creative with it. I end up punching some holes, some additional holes in between just to make sure I'm hitting the studs. I added additional support screws on top. So this thing is not falling down unless my studs fall down. So we got these guys screwed in. Floor is dirty from all the drilling. Sent a Snapchat to my friends with my cleanup using the Dyson before continuing on. Forgot yesterday was April Fool's Day, so came across this thread on Reddit where MKBHD gave the Galaxy S23 the best phone of the year. Good stuff there. I know he's a pretty big Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra guy and Pixel. A pretty funny video. But you can tell by the outrage on Reddit that people do really like the Galaxy S23. But I got a good little chuckle out of that. I did have to charge up my phone due to the fact that I'm not going to be sitting next to a wireless charger all day. I will be building the closet, watching YouTube videos for tutorials, listening to music, and it's definitely not going to last me through. So 2:20 p.m. we charge it all the way back up to 100%, continuing on with the day. In the evening, sent a Snapchat of the progress to my friends. For dinner, we went to get some Chinese food, taking a picture of the menu. The focus issue is still there on the S23. You can see the bottom part is easy to read, but on top, the depth of field or whatever is blurred out. I actually ended up ordering the salt and pepper pork chop Q6, which is blurred out on the menu. Here's a picture of my dinner. Only the rice is focused, but all my squid and pork chop in the back was blurred out. This is my partner's dinner. I took a picture from where I was sitting. This is the 3x zoom. Looks a bit better, but not perfect. Overall, awesome meal at Vincent Bistro in Randolph, Massachusetts. It's pretty rare to see rice dishes for $12 these days. Most places are $15 and up, so it is a great bargain with super full and great customer service. Delicious food. Will definitely be coming back again. Looks like they have a lot of regulars here as well. They know people by first name basis, so nice homey spot. And when I got home, 11:43 p.m., getting ready to hit the hay. Phone is at 36%. Went to bed, woke up 7 hours later at 6:45 a.m. Phone is at 23%. Now I currently have it on a wireless charger as I'm doing my YouTube videos and beginning my day. I'll probably plug it in at some point when I really need to. But for now, this wraps up day 34. We have A little bit over 16 and a half hours of battery life, 3 hours of screen on time. Like I said, Saturday morning I spent most of the days just building the closet, so wasn't really using my phone a lot. Had it in my pocket, listening to music, occasionally looking up YouTube videos for how to install the closet. So if you're looking for a super long screen on time phone, I don't think this is it. It will last you maybe 5 to 6 hours if you are constantly on your phone, but I do appreciate the long standby time. As you can see here, 16 and a half hours of battery life. Half of that is me sleeping, the other half is me being awake, going about my day. So it all depends on your style and how you use your phone, but this phone did help get me to day 34 and I'm pretty happy with it. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Please check out day 33 if you haven't already. Let me know if you use a case on your phone or not. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and see you guys in the next video.